Hi there, this is Butch Gamboa for Motoring Today, the Philippines' premier and longest-running weekly motoring news and features electronic magazine. And here are some of this week's features to watch out for. On Motoring Forum, we shall have Pasang Mazda's take on the government's Public Utility Vehicle Modernization Program as a transport organization. Our road safety tip on the Young Street Smarts portion features right-of-way rules. This week's Pine to Pair is about the illegal practice of overloading. Our car care tip on Auto Care Clinic centers on wheel alignment. The public service segment will spotlight an unfixed drainage along EDSA crossing. Showcase this week shall have the Mazda CX-5 AWD Sky Active. And for race weekend, we'll have the highlights of the recently concluded Leg 1 of the Vios Cup Season 5 held at the Clark International Speedway. Motoring Today starts off with the latest news in transportation and traffic management right after this break.
So there I was, standing on top of the world. But then I asked myself, what lies beyond success? I wanted to give back, be a force of change. I dream of a place where children can realize their potential, to live and love life, be kings and queens, and fight for their dreams.
See the horizon as a starting point. Use each obstacle to gain momentum. Make the unknown routine. Continue where all others stop. New Peugeot SUV range. Never have SUVs gone so far.
Here are the latest news in transportation and traffic management. As a token of gratitude and gesture of appreciation, all active military personnel of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, or AFP, are now entitled to free rides at the MRT-3. A Memorandum of Agreement, or MOA, was signed by the Department of Transportation, or the DOTR, MRT-3 management, and the AFP to give free rides to all active military personnel for an entire year, which started last April 25th. The said free train rides, according to the government, is a way of recognizing the sacrifices of our military.
Yung paggawa at pagganap ng DOTR sa mga bagay-bagay na kung saan ipaparamdam namin sa inyo maski sa konting pamaraan ang aming pagdakila at respeto sa inyo, Sir General, at sa inyong lahat, gagawin po namin to.
Last year, a memorandum of agreement was also approved and signed between the AFP and the Light Rail Transit Authority, granting all uniformed personnel free rides until December 2018 at the LRT2 as a gesture of appreciation for the soldiers who risked their lives during the Marawi City siege. In line with this, the DOTR highlighted that there has been an order to the country's airport managements to allow the military personnel to use the facilities for free as well.
Nagbigay ho ako ng instruction last year na kung saan ang sabi ko sa lahat ng paliparan, all enlisted personnel are entitled to the free use of all lounges in the Republic of the Philippines. Alam po ng ating mahal na Brigadier General, dapat lang ikalat natin yan pagkat yung mga kasundaluhan, pag kayo'y bumabiyahe, bit-bit ninyo yung mga mabigat na dala at bit-bit ninyo yung katungkulan na kung saan kaya nyong iyatang ang inyong buhay, dapat lang naman buksan namin ang aming mga airport lounges at sabihin, Sir, please, make use of our hospitality.
In return, the AFP will be providing DOTR MRT3 media mileage through its Civil Service Relations AFP office, as well as ambulance and medical teams for assistance during emergency and crisis situations upon advanced coordination and when available. Meanwhile, during the first SPMJ Forum, Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board Chairman Martin Delgado III declared that public utility vehicle franchises are free and shouldn't be sold by operators. The LTFRB chairman stressed that being given a public utility vehicle franchise is a privilege granted by the government. Therefore, according to him, only the government has the authority to take it back from the operators or transfer it to others.
Ibig sabihin, kung hindi mo na kaya yan, government will take it back from you. Huwag niyo pong ibenta. Kasi, no? Because the other side that I would like to emphasize is that it was given to you for free. So huwag niyong ibenta for a fee.
Attorney Delgado added that back in July 2016, he removed the old memorandum circular that authorizes the sales and transfer of franchises from an operator to another person for legitimacy purposes.
And because of that, it creates a legitimacy na ang prangkisa pwede palang ibenta. Ang nangyayari, pati yung nasa loob, ito na yung talagang illegal, ginagawa rin nila. Na walang prangkisa, nagbebenta. No? And sad to say, nangyayari yan either sa loob ng ehensya o kaya sa labas. No? Yung mga tinatawag na fixer, no? Na kahit na walang prangkisa, lures innocent entrepreneurs who want to go into this business of public transport.
According to the LTFRB chairman, this is in line with their commitment to completely get rid of fixers when it comes to the PUV franchises. He added that this also protects the entrepreneurs from spending money on franchises that are not supposed to be sold by operators. Continuing, a number of major railway projects are underway. Here are some progress updates from the DOTR. DOTR's Undersecretary for Railways, TJ Batan, highlighted several updates on the railway projects, starting with the MRT-7. Yusek Batan stated that the construction of the said project is ongoing and there has been major progress.
MRT-7 is ongoing construction. If you're going to notice, marami sa kanila above ground na yung superstructures natin based on our latest coordination meeting because the Secretary has direct coordination meetings with all of our project proponents every 2 weeks. We are on track to being operational by 2020.
Meanwhile, the Undersecretary mentioned that they are currently focusing on the design process of the Metro Manila subway. He added that they are going to have their contractor for the partial operability section, which includes the depot and the first 3 stations in North Avenue. Moreover, according to Yusek Batan, the LRT2 East extension will be operational by the third quarter of 2019.
If you would notice, patapos na yung mga stations natin. Ang next step doon is to lay down the tracks, lay down the power, lay down the catenary. And once those are done by early next year, meron kasi tayong tinatawag na testing and commissioning phase. So third quarter of next year is our completion.
For the PNR projects, the Undersecretary stressed that they are in the clearing process. He added that they will have their general contractors for Phase 1 of the Malolos-Clark Railway project in place by the third quarter of this year.
Kasi if you would recall, one of the expediting measures that we took is, dati kasi hinihintay natin yung contractor natin to come in before we start clearing works. Right now, we're doing it ourselves. We're working with PNR to do advanced works so that pagdating nung general contractors natin by the third quarter of this year, diretso na sila ng trabaho.
Additionally, he said that the Phase 2 of the same project, as well as the Tutuban-Calamba Railway project, are currently in the same phase, with detailed engineering design will be completed by the first quarter of next year. Yusek Batan also stated that they will start bidding for the Mindanao Railway projects by June of this year. The projects include Phase 1, Tagum-Davao-Digos segment. He added that they have started commissioning detailed engineering designs for the future phases. And finally, commuters coming from the east going to the south and vice versa recently received good news with the launching of the newest addition to the P2P bus routes. RRCG Transport, in coordination with DOTR LTFRB, launched its P2P bus route from SM City Masinag in Antipolo to Greenbelt 5 in Makati City. The government and the RRCG Transport highlighted that this new addition to the P2P bus routes will allow commuters to have a seamless travel from east to south, especially when passing by Marcos Highway.
What we offer is actually comfort, eco-friendly solutions to the riding public. Right? So, why bring a car that when you can ride a bus? So, we're the real story is that we want to give back to the community. We want to show them that you can trust public transport.
Here are the daily schedules for the new route as released by the RRCG Transport. Those are the latest news in transportation and traffic management. Coming up next is Motoring Forum, brought to you by Suzuki Philippines. One of the hottest topics in the country's transportation is the government's Public Utility Vehicle Modernization Program. There have been pros and cons to this much-awaited government move, with those contrary to the idea going to the extent of organizing large protests and even transport strikes. This week on Motoring Today's Motoring Forum, we shall put on center stage the leading transport group which has thrown its full support to the government's Public Utility Vehicle Modernization Program, the Pasang Mazda. This large transport organization is represented this week by Ka Jojo Martin. Hello, Ka Jojo, and welcome once again to Motoring Today.
Yes, first and foremost, hello Sir Butch, no? And to all the viewers of Motoring Today.
To begin with, the government's PUV Modernization Program, or PUVMP, has been a big topic in the country's transportation scene. At ang Pasang Mazda ay very much supportive of this. Ano ang inyong mga dahilan for supporting it?
Well, siguro ang grupong Pasang Mazda, no, sa pangunguna ng aming Pangulo na si Ka Obet Martin, at together with our National Director, kami po ay nag-usap-usap. Ano ba itong PUJ Modernization Program na to? Well, siguro na ang nakikita namin dito unang-una, ito pong programa ng gobyerno natin na to, maibigay ko lang po ng konting verb side sa inyo, sa ating mga kapatid sa hanap buhay. During the time of President Fidel B. Ramos, former President of our Republic, meron na pong modernization program. At ito pong modernization program na to, palagi ko naman nagkaroon din siguro ng lapses ang ating mga past administrations na hindi nila natutukan itong programang ito. Unlike now, dito sa administrasyong inaharap natin, sa pamumuno ng ating presidenteng Rodrigo Roa Duterte, ay naging seryoso na po ang ating gobyerno dito sa programang ito. At palagi ko naman po kung ito po'y aming iintindihin, nananawagan ako sa ating mga kasamahan, sa mga ibang grupo po, na ito po palagi namin magdudulot ng isang maganda para sa pangkalahatan. Unang-una, ang PUJ Modernization Program, nire-record po kami ng ating pamahalaan na based on Omnibus Franchising Guideline, na nire-record po kaming gumamit ng tinatawag po nating Euro 4 engine, which is also use diesel. At ito pong modelong makina na to ay hindi po nagbubuga ng masamang usok. Palagay ko, sa mga pagkakataong ito, kailangan namin magkapit kamay na ito'y alamin, magtulong-tulong kami, at at the end of the day, palagay ko naman na ito'y para sa kabutihan ng lahat, sa kalusugan ng ating mga kababayan, and most especially sa safety and convenience ng ating mga passengers. Ito po yun. Kaya nandito po ang Pasang Mazda na sumusuporta at palagay namin ito po'y magdudulot ng maganda at kabutihan para sa lahat.
Now, one of the problems that the jeepney operators like you are facing is how to acquire new jeepneys. In your group's case, meron kayong sariling fleet na tinatawag ninyong PM Jeepney. Maaari nyo ba kaming bigyan ng maikling background kung paano nyo na-acquire ito?
Well, ang grupo po naming Pasang Mazda, kami po ay nag-usap-usap at ang binasi po namin dito yung sa programang tinatawag nating Omnibus Franchising Guideline na kailangan po ang mga operator na tinatawag natin sa isang ruta na yan kailangan mag-put up o magbuo ng isang tinatawag nating kooperatiba or korporasyon. Which is ito po ang gagamitin namin pang loan dun sa mga accredited banks na magbibigay sa amin ng loan like yung Land Bank, kausap na po namin ang President na si Mr. Alex Buenaventura, and hopefully at malapit na po mag-grant ang loan ng binuo naming corporation ng PM Jeepney, and I believe alam ko na ang ating mga operator sooner ito po'y kanilang maiintindihan. At palagay ko dapat tayong sumunod dahil ito'y isang programang seryoso ng ating gobyerno.
Your group was also the first to have routes approved by the LTFRB according to the Local Public Transport Route Planning. Ano ang mga rutang ito at kailan magiging operational ang mga area na nabanggit? Meron din bang mga pagbabago sa pasahe ng mga mananakay?
Well, alam mo, Sir Butch, ito nakakatuwa rito, ang PM Jeepney po, yung corporation po namin, nag-apply po kami ng application namin sa LTFRB, yung pong tinatawag nating developmental route. Pag sinabi po nating developmental route, ito po'y bagong ruta. Now, which is per ruta ay kinakailangan at least 15 units po ang tatakbo. Unang-una po, meron po kaming biyaheng Manila City Hall to Quezon City Hall via España Boulevard. Yung pangalawa po namin is yung Valenzuela Gateway Complex to Malolos Capital via NLEX. Yung pangatlo po namin, ang PM Jeepney, meron din po kaming SM Masinag to SM Purview via Batasan Hills. At yung pang-apat po namin in-apply sa LTFRB, yung Kogyo SM Masinag, LRT to Market via C5 Road. So, ito po yung mga bagong ruta na alam naming napag-aralan namin na alam naming makakapagbigay ng isang magandang serbisyo, panibagong ruta para doon sa ating mga kababayan. At based doon po sa sinasabi nating memorandum circular ng LTFRB, when it comes po halimbawang mag-change ka ng non-aircon mo, yung mga luma po nating jeep ngayon, Sir Butch, yung mga non-aircon, once mag-convert po tayo sa aircon jeepney, yung mga modern jeep nga po nating tinatawag, meron po tayong tinatawag na memorandum circular, automatically, ang fare po natin ay madadagdagan lamang po ng 2 piso. napalagay naman po namin din ito po hindi magiging pabigat para sa ating mga mananakay. At well, of course, syempre ang convenience at safety ho nila ay nandito. Naka-aircon po ang mga modern jeep, matraffic ka man, o saan ka mang lupalop mapunta at o sa pupuntahan mo, ibababa ka doon sa pupuntahan mong fresh ka pa rin. At palagi ko ito'y ma-appreciate ng ating mga mananakay.
It is very evident na ang gobyerno ay bukas na tumutulong sa mga operator para sa programang ito. What particular help is the Pasang Mazda getting from the government, especially the LTFRB in particular?
Yes, Sir Butch, no, when it comes to sa tinatawag nating tulong o ayuda ng gobyerno, base doon sa aming pakikipag-usap sa kalihim ng DOTR kay Secretary Artogade at sa Chairman ng LTFRB kay Chairman Martin Delgra, na ang gobyerno po ay maglalaan ng subsidiya. Ito pong subsidy na to ay libreng ibibigay doon sa mga operator na nagkakahalaga po ng 80,000. At good news pa ho, hasta tumatakbo itong programa na to, dito po sa Kongreso ay may namumuo pong usapin na inire-request po ng ating mga ibang kongresista na yung 80,000 pong bibigay na tulong ng gobyerno ay hinihiling ng mga kongresista natin na sana madagdagan na hanggang 200 to 250,000. So ito po palagi ko pag ito po naganap, ito po magandang solusyon para sa ating mga maliit na operator ng kasama sa hanap buhay na makapagsimula po sila para dun sa pagkuha o pag-avail ng mga modern jeepney na to. At karagdagan pa ho rito, good news, yung pong mga lumang jeep po natin, aside from subsidy po na ibibigay ng gobyernong 80,000, yung scrappage price pa ho yung mga lumang jeep natin, Sir Butch. Palagi natin pumalo ng 30 to 40,000. So, magkakaroon ng 120,000 ang isang operator. Yun po ang kanyang magiging down payment o kanyang magiging, ang tawag ba dito, yung bang panimula or kapital niya para makapag-invest ng modern jeep.
Now, if there are PUV MP supporters, meron ding mga tutol dito na nagsasagawa pa ng mga kilos protesta. What do you think will be its effect in this plan?
Well, again, siguro nananawagan ako doon sa ating mga kasama sa hanay ng public transport, lalong-lalo sa jeepney. Doon po sa mga leader o mga grupong tumututol dito, iniintindi po namin, bilang kami rin po, kasama ninyo, kapatid sa hanap buhay, nararamdaman po namin ang inyong pag-aalinlangan, confusion, at palagi ko nandyan po yung tinatawag nating adjustment period. But at this point of time, sana maging tinatawag po natin yung bang maging constructive po tayo bilang isang leader. Dalhin po natin ang ating mga grupo doon sa tamang daan, sa tamang programa na ibinibigay sa atin ng gobyerno, na which is magkakaroon naman din tayo ng ayuda o tulong galing sa gobyerno. So siguro palagay ko later on, at the end of the day, ang itong mga grupong hindi pa sabihin natin naguguluhan pa sila o hindi pa nila nalalaman kung ano talaga ang kabuuan ng itong programang ito, palagi ko may awa ang Panginoon naman na later on, ito po yung magkakapit-bisig kami at lahat kami sasabay na para din sa programang ito at para sa kaibubuti ng lahat ng ating mga mananakay at mamamayan.
Thank you very much for your time, Ka Jojo. Bago tayo magtapos, meron ba kayong mensahe sa ating mga manonood, lalo na sa mga mananakay?
Well, nananawagan po ako sa ating mga kababayan, most especially doon sa mga commuters natin, daily commuters ng mga jeepneys. Ang grupong Pasang Mazda po, umasa po kayo na may awang Panginoon by hopefully June, this coming June, i-roll out na po namin yung mga modern jeep namin at nang sa ganun po ay matest na ninyo, ma-experience po ninyo sarili ninyo na ito na pala ang pagbabagong sinasabi ng ating gobyerno, ito na pala yung pagbabago na ibibigay sa atin ng grupong Pasang Mazda para sa kaligtasan at kumbinyente ng lahat. At yun lamang po, magtulong-tulong lang po tayo para sa ikaunlad ng ating bansa.
Thank you again, Jojo.
Sir Butch, thank you po sa inyo at happy motoring po.
That was Ka Jojo Martin, National Vice President for Administration of Pasang Mazda, our featured guest on Motoring Today's Motoring Forum.
calling all automobile enthusiasts. Autofocus.com.ph is exclusive to the automobile, where you'll find reviews on the latest brand new car models, together with their head-to-head comparisons. It has the detailed specs of car models available in the country and their latest SRPs and special promos, together with the latest auto industry news and developments like car launches and test drives. Autofocus.com.ph is all about automobiles. Click on.
See the horizon as a starting point. Use each obstacle to gain momentum. Make the unknown routine. Continue where all others stop. New Peugeot SUV range. Never have SUVs gone so far.
Welcome back to Motoring Today, and here are this week's valuable motoring tips, starting with road safety from Toyota Motor Philippines.
Hello everyone and welcome to Motoring Today's Young Street Smarts Club. This is brought to you through the courtesy of Toyota Motor Philippines and the Toyota Foundation. My name is Susie of Magic 89.9. Muling magbibigay sa inyo ng simpleng tips on how to use our roads properly and safely. If you're stopped at an intersection, paunahin ang sasakyan na nasa kanan dahil ito ay may right-of-way. It is important to keep this in mind for smooth travel. Until the next time here on Motoring Today's Young Street Smarts portion, where you can learn to be safe while on the road as a pedestrian, commuter, biker, or driver. This is Susie of Magic 89.9 reminding you to always be a safe and responsible road user.
From road safety tips, let's get into driver's proper demeanor from Mitsubishi Motors Philippines.
Payong tsuper lang, kaibigan. Ako si Jeffrey, isang kapwa nyo tsuper. Huwag mong hayaang may sumabit sa likuran ng iyong jeep.
Delikado ang may sabit sa jeep. Maaaring pagmulan ito ng aksidente at may masaktan o masawi. Kapag puno na sa loob at may gusto pang humabol, agad na pagbawalan upang disgrasya ay maiwasan.
Tandaan, kaligtasan bago ang anupaman. Ito po si Jeffrey Hamot, payong tsuper lang, kaibigan, mula sa isang kapwa nyo tsuper.
From road safety, we move on to proper vehicle care, courtesy of Isuzu Philippines. The wheels are one of the most important parts of your vehicle, and it's important that you pay attention to them regularly. Learn about the significance of proper wheel alignment and how to do it in this week's Auto Care Clinic.
Kapag pinabayaan ang gulong na hindi aligned, makikita mo na hindi pantay ang tread wear o pudpod ng iyong gulong. At dahil dito ay mapapaaga ang pagpalit nito para sa panibagong goma. Paano nga ina-align ang gulong? Napakahirap nitong gawin ng tama sa bahay, kaya recommended namin na ipa-align mo ang iyong gulong sa kasa o kaya sa kilalang service center. Sandali lang ang procedure na ito, kung saan gagamit ang technician o mekaniko ng mga special na laser at salamin para mai-align ng tama ang iyong gulong. Karamihan ng mga sasakyan ay mangangailangan lamang ng tinatawag na front wheel alignment, pero sa mga ibang kaso maaaring kailangan din i-adjust ang alignment ng gulong sa likuran. Pagkatapos ng procedure na ito, huwag kayong mahiya na subukan muna ang iyong sasakyan sa kalye. Sa diretso at level na daan, pakiramdaman mo kung diretso din ang takbo ng sasakyan. Kung kumakabig ang manibela ng pakanan o pakaliwa, o kaya ay kailangan mo pang magdagdag ng kaunting counter steer para lang tumuwid ang takbo, ibalik ang sasakyan para itono pa ang mga gulong. Tingnan mo rin kung diretso ang iyong manibela o nakasentro ito kapag diretso ang takbo sa kalye. Simpleng gawain lang ang pag-align ng manibela sa mekaniko.
Remember, good wheels mean heading to the right direction.
The power of Strada. It's your sport truck. See the horizon as a starting point. Use each obstacle to gain momentum. Make the unknown routine. Continue where all others stop. New Peugeot SUV range. Never have SUVs gone so far.
These are the Fuel Masters. Every time they're on the court, it's high performance. Every time I'm on the road, I can also expect high performance from Phoenix Fuels. We made it! The next generation Phoenix Fuels, now with Pulse technology, delivers enhanced power and acceleration to make every trip come alive.
Continuing with this edition of Motoring Today, we now move on into the world of motorsports.
In motorsports news, the 2018 STV Auto Rally Corporate Challenge runs on May 12 with Phoenix Fuels with Pulse Technology as the official fuel and presenter. Sunshine Television and Phoenix have signed a memorandum agreement that will have participants use Phoenix Petroleum with Pulse Technology in an event similar to the Tulip Rally of Europe. Under Tulip Rally rules, or known locally as Sampaguita Rally rules, participants need to run on time, all the time, at all stages of the rally route. This year's STV ARCC also runs in cooperation with NLEX Corporation, flags off at the Clark Global City, heads off to Harbor Point Mall in Subic, and ends back at Clark, making it one of the longest run by the event. The STV ARCC is participated in by the country's car manufacturers, importers, and dealers. And because Sampaguita Rally rules call for participants to comply with all traffic regulations, including speed limit restrictions, the STV ARCC dovetails with road safety awareness projects of STV and the SocioCom Foundation, which help funds free road safety seminars and workshops for high school students.
So as we all know, we launched our latest fuels proposition, Pulse Technology. We wanted to demonstrate the benefits that Phoenix Fuels with Pulse Technology can give to our consumers. True to the proposition of Pulse, we offer no less than pulsating an experience for our customers who will be fueled by Phoenix Fuels with Pulse Technology.
In other motorsports news, the third round of the 2018 Philippine Autocross Championship Series takes place on May 13 at SM Santa Rosa, Laguna. Can Round 1 Top Gun Milo Rivera rebound from a relatively disappointing performance in Round 2, finishing third overall fastest driver behind Danby Yaptinchay, second fastest overall? Or will Carlos Anton repeat as fastest overall in next week's Round 3 of the Autocross Series? These and other intriguing storylines will dominate next week's leg of the 2018 Autocross Championship Series. The 2018 Miata Cup flagged off at the Clark International Speedway last April 22 with 12 cars competing in rounds 1 and 2 of the country's longest-running single-make sports car series. Open only to members of the Miata Club Philippines, the Miata Cup sees drivers competing in 5 classes depending on lap times. Except for in the open class, the driver who can come closest to but not going under the set time wins his respective class. The Round 1 winners are Henry De Leon, Class A, Lange Hans, Class B, Bob Bridden, Class C, Gino Reyes, Class D, and Miko David, Class E. The same drivers won respective classes in Round 2. The next leg of the 2018 Miata Cup is slated for June 24 at the Batangas Racing Circuit. And finally, the 5th season of the Vios Cup was held last weekend at the Clark International Speedway with a total of 47 cars participating. For the highlights, stay tuned for this week's Race Weekend feature coming up next.
Moving on, we now have Motoring Today's Race Weekend, courtesy of Phoenix Petroleum. Race Weekend is brought to you by Phoenix Fuels.
Make every trip come alive with Phoenix Fuels, now with Pulse Technology.
The 2018 Vios Cup got off to a really hot start, and it wasn't all about the weather. Yes, it was hot on the track and inside the Vios cars over the 2 days of racing. The racing was also hot, as in exciting and tightly contested, although for the most part surprisingly clean. Up next, highlights of the first 3 rounds of racing in the first leg of the 2018 Vios Cup Season 5 on Race Weekend.
We're now here at the Clark International Speedway for Season 5 of the Toyota Vios Cup, as cars and stars are lining up, eager for the start of the race. Now in its 5th year, the Toyota Vios Cup has sought to make the one-make series all the more exciting for participating teams and drivers and the fans who come to watch the series. I'm here with Mr. Carlo Ablaza, representing Toyota Motor Philippines. Hi, Sir Carlo.
Hi, afternoon.
Nice to have you in our show. Can you just give the viewers an idea of what's in store for them this 5th season of the Toyota Vios Cup?
The Vios Cup is on its 5th year already. We try to make the races more exciting. We've changed the rules slightly for the super sporting class. We have the option to make them faster so that there's more exciting races. Of course, we've also invited new celebrities to join us so that we get more fan base for the Vios Cup.
Just how well did the public embrace the moment a while ago when you introduced all the drivers on stage?
They were really happy, they were excited, they saw new faces from the celebrities. Of course, there are some new drivers also. So there's a lot of excitement, lots of positive energy for the Vios Cup.
You've mentioned you made a number of changes to the rules. Can you give the viewers an idea of what changes are those?
Well, for the super sporting class, they have an option to lighten their trunk and their hood, and also have a larger rotor disc so that they can brake later and have a lighter overall weight for the vehicle so that they can go faster than the promotional and sporting class.
The first of the 2-day Vios Cup saw drivers, new and old, from the promotional, celebrity, sporting, and super sporting class get their practice runs in, and after qualifying, run the first race of the season. It immediately became apparent to motorsports fans as well as competitors, that the 2018 Vios Cup will be as exciting, if not more so, than in the previous years, with new drivers, including celebrities, joining the new Wakudoki season.
The fact that actually that we've been running the Vios Cup for 5 seasons already, the beauty of always having a new season is that it's kind of like a fresh slate for all of the racers, whether you've been in the previous seasons or not. And especially for the new racers who have no experience at all, but you know, it's that kind of drive and that rush of adrenaline that you're going to be part of every time there's a new season of the Vios Cup. The good thing about this year also is that we have a lot of new racers for Vios Cup Season 5. For one, we have Sam Milby, we also have Diego Loizaga, we have Chi Filomeno, and Sofia Andres. And these people are the kinds of celebrities that we want to bring in because they actually are really quite interested with racing in itself. And the good thing about it is that they're also driving the Vios, which really speaks of what racing is all about, especially here in the Philippines.
Also immediately apparent is that as running of the One Make series, first initiated and still being overseen by the good people of Tuason Racing School, continues to improve, the veteran drivers have also improved.
They are all very improved. Their skill is becoming the very like a professional. So, but still, I'm afraid is because of too much speed, safety is more important. So, but their technique is now very good. Yeah.
A total of 47 cars registered with celebrities, old and new drivers eager to compete and finish the race.
The second day of the 2-day Vios Cup weekend opener turned out as even hotter, both track, temperature, and action on the track. With the promotional and the celebrity classes combined in a single grid, Race 2 for both categories was at best a formula for mayhem. And the race was a thrill from start to finish. And save for the few minor hiccups, the race was relatively clean. Vios Cup veteran Fabio Ide took Race 2 for the celebrity class ahead of series rookie Sam Milby in second and Troy Montero in third.
Of course, in a race, you're competing among ourselves, but then at the same time, you have the promotional guys right in front of you. And you have these guys who are like super fast behind you, so you're like, you really don't know what to do. But I was actually lucky this race. I had a really good launch. Was able to overtake Troy in the first corner. That was my concern, was this guy during the race, because he was already in front of me during the takeoff. I had a good launch, was able to overtake him. And then during the race, it was just super stressful because of all the battles happening here and there. This guy coming closer and closer in the last 2 laps. But it was good. It was fun. Everybody had a good time.
I'm happy. It's my first year in Vios Cup and getting second. I got lucky though. I mean, I was behind this guy. He's faster than me, but
there's no luck. It's all skill.
He got a little accident and bumped the guy. And I was like, oh, there's my opening. So I got in front of him that way. I felt like I got a bad start, and that first turn there was a lot of people that passed me, so I was thinking, oh, it's not gonna be a good race. But I felt pretty strong. I believe I had my fastest time I've ever had, 2:28.
Wow, nice.
So it went well.
I could see them. They're tight and they're battling. Well, they're battling. There's a battle in front of them. I was like, oh, this is my chance. I can catch up. Maybe if I stop making mistakes, I might be able to get there. But it is what it is.
The battle for the podium among those in the promotional class was just as exciting. JJ Barredo of Team Pro Parts started out on pole but was overtaken at the first corner by Clive Furman, 51-year-old and only his 4th Vios Cup race. Later on in the race, Barredo was overtaken by perhaps the revelation of the Vios Cup this year, first-time racer 23-year-old Ellis Menorca. At the end of the race, it was Furman winning the heat, Ellis in second and JJ in third.
Yes, I'm 51 years old, and when you're 51, when you're 40, your stamina, your strength is not the same as, I don't know, how old are you?
23.
23! So that's the challenge. The heat gets to you. You have to be physically fit to be able to last 12 laps, and intense. If you saw the last lap, it was really, really intense with this girl. She's really quick, but the racing, I think, was very, very, very clean. especially. That's how it's done, with respect and dignity, you know.
Apart from it being hot, it's really intense. Like, we were close, especially with them, and it was really exciting. It's really fun, so everybody should try it.
Race 2 in the sporting class saw drivers battling the heat as well as other cars. As the race went on and tires got used up on the hot track, grip began to be a problem.
Mainit, sobrang madulas na on the 6th lap. So, madali lang umikot yung kotse pag hindi ka nakatutok sa driving. And of course, there was Victor, and in the last part, I already saw John. And all the bunch, the back of Red. So, medyo nervous din. But I was thinking si Victor was pacing himself already. Baka mainit na rin din yung gulong. So, I was also pacing myself na rin din. Pero I saw to it that I had a very comfortable gap. Kasi ito medyo daredevil dito. Alam ko na.
As the lap goes, I was attempting to overtake Lord. But sabi ko, sayang naman yung podium. So, I paced back na lang and maintained my composure. Then, that's it. Then, enjoy it.
For me, medyo nabahan ako sa start. And maybe pag nagkamali ako, baka mag-speed out. Doon lang ako na hirapan kasi sobrang init. Tapos nag-overheat yung tires. Buti medyo lumamig after. Pero, yun nga, si Third Seno, nakakabilis. I'm trying to catch up, pero wala eh. Lumayo pa sila lalo, pati si Victor. Pero si Red Diwa, after 5 laps, biglang kumahabol. Grabe, magaling talaga.
Drivers competing in the super sporting class were given the option of using lighter trunks and hoods and bigger rotor brake discs to make them go faster and brake later during turns. This may have made for a more heated racing, with some of the favorites getting knocked off their pace, if not out of the race. Still, the heat made it more a race of survival. Who can best take care of their tires as a 12-lap sprint race wore on?
Of course, it's a way to get ahead, to have to overtake. I guess everyone is getting tired kasi super init talaga. When I was following them, they were making mistakes. So that's the time I was able to get closer and closer. Pero after a while, I was also making mistakes, but buti na lang, I will have a little more strength, especially on the tires, I guess. But everyone else is slipping and sliding, and the heat is taking a toll on us. So luckily, we were able to overtake.
Focus kailangan, pero mas okay matapos kasi sa okay lang naman kahit na nabangga, pero basta mataas, nasa place pa rin.
Game plan namin, basta makatapos yun ng race, buo. Buo pa rin sa sakyan, transmission and engine. So, okay naman. Medyo sinuwerte pa.
The goal for race 2 is just to finish clean race and without di mahimatay, sobrang init. So, yun lang, because there's another race in 2 hours. So, I think that's the most important thing. Finish it clean and safe.
It was more of the same for the third race of respective classes. Racing trying to keep their cool, driving in the heat of both the track and the battle for places. The podium for the celebrity class remained the same, although it had increasingly become clear that the lap times for those in the celebrity class and promotional class had gotten closer. Drivers of both classes could now be seen battling equally for position. The top 3 drivers in the celebrity class remained the same, with Fabio Ide still the main man. It was a different set of drivers who showed up for the interview of top placers for race 3 in the promotional class. Relatively veteran drivers of the Vios Cup, they all agreed the competition was tougher, the level of competition tighter this time around.
For me, it's my second season. I just joined last year for the last 2 legs. I don't know much people, but I can see that the level is quite high. And I think it's improving and developing even better. We have some new guys, especially there's a new girl in the team, Obenga. She's pretty quick. And I think this is the first time on the track. Wow, impressive.
Opo, maraming mga bago.
Amazing, no?
So we have to try our best. Now we can compete with them, the younger people. So that's it. Small practice.
These guys are the best.
There were also new faces for the podium interview following the race 3 of the sporting class. And all agree that race 3 was all about guys keeping it clean despite the closely fought fight for the podium.
I'm just glad I finished the race. I worked my way up from 10th and I'm happy. It wasn't easy, but I'm happy to be with these guys.
Sa akin kasi respeto sa kapwa mo drivers. That's true. Parang kung alam mo mabilis siya, alam mo sa bagal ka, bigay mo na kasi magbabagana kayo kung hindi mo siya na-respect mo. Yun sa akin.
Like Jel said, respect with the other drivers. That's the key word. Finish the race clean.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, this is racing. So, but I'm really glad that these four, we managed to do it without not even a single touch, right?
Yes.
So we're proud of that.
Maybe it's because of the new rules that reverses the grid based on the results of the previous race. There were also new faces on the podium interview following race 3 of the super sporting class.
The first race we had to try, we came from the back because we finished last yesterday due to we got disqualified due to technical reasons. So we started last. We just wanted to prepare for the third race and I got taken out. So for this third race, I just relaxed, nothing to lose. Have fun, of course. Reach the podium, but yeah, it was good. We got third.
Well, I think it was better kasi I finished a better place. Pero mas mainit ngayon, so kinda mas mahirap. Pero at least maintain lang naman. At as Stefano said, relax lang kami mag-drive para at least walang errors, less mistakes.
So far, car was running okay naman. Medyo this last 7 laps, itong last seat, medyo may tumutunog na sa second gear. So medyo kinakabahan, ingat-ingat ng konti. I try to be consistent to pull away from these guys kasi bibilis na itong mga to eh. If I make a lot of errors, wala. They'll eat me up. So luckily, we're able to get ahead.
Sa akin, mas challenging itong hapon ako kasi biglang mas marami yung errors niya. So, talagang pinupush, nakakali.
This early, Toyota Motor Philippines is inviting people to watch the next leg of the 2018 Vios Cup.
Next leg, we will have a city race in Alabang, so everybody can easily approach to our racing. So please come and enjoy and getting the excitement.
And that concludes our exciting coverage of the first leg of the 5th season of the Toyota Vios Cup. Be sure to watch out for the next leg only here on Race Weekend.
After that hot start, the competitors are eagerly awaiting the next leg, a street race at the Philinvest in Alabang. It'll be a good idea to watch the races live and in person, but Race Weekend will also be there to record the event for you. This week's feature on Race Weekend has been brought to you by Phoenix Fuels.
Make every trip come alive with Phoenix Fuels, now with Pulse technology.
For those who command respect. For those unrivaled in their field. For those who see the world differently. For you. The bigger, better, faster, stronger, all-new Fortuner. Own your world.
Rediscover an extraordinary world as it unfolds before your eyes with the all-new 7-seater diesel CR-V. See the extraordinary.
Think you're tough? Do you dare to go off-road or off-key? Do Use your great power with great control. With the new Isuzu D-Max, you're tough enough to be unstoppable. And you're tough enough to be right back. Isuzu D-Max, tough enough for anything.
Your weekly window to the world of business and guide to the good life can now be watched online. Just click on businessandleisure.ph and watch this week's show and other past episodes of Business and Leisure at your most convenient time of the day. Business and Leisure is now on the web. Watch it anytime.
The original or Lapids Chicharon has over 40 years experience manufacturing high-grade and crispy chicharon nationwide and worldwide. They also serve the best tasting barbecue in town. Our Lapids Chicharon and Barbecue. Laging bagong luto.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. The auto industry now takes center stage.
Toyota Motor Philippines launched their entry to the MPV segment in an event held at the Okada, Manila. The company officially unveiled the new Toyota Rush.
The Toyota Rush is an entry SUV for Toyota. It's our very first entry SUV model. And this is meant for people who are usually in a routine and want to have a breakaway from their everyday, and they want to pursue a particular active lifestyle. This is the perfect model that can suit that lifestyle. It has the highest ground clearance in its segment with 220 millimeters above its ground, and of course in terms of safety features, it has 6 standardized SRS airbags. And one of the things I like about it, especially on inclines, it has hill assist control. And of course when you're parking, for someone like me who can't see it kaagad, it has a back sonar and camera, so it's much easier to park and definitely see the ones that are behind you when you're on reverse.
This is our new entry SUV models. I believe that this model has a very good, exciting appearance, design, and also the utilities for the customers. So this is very convenient vehicles for the customers. Then also affordable price we can provide. So all the customers who already get used too much about the ordinary models like a sedan, so can be shifted to this model as a first SUV buyers. We believe this is a very attractive models for the customer to have more sports SUV looking models and more utility or convenience. We believe that we can attract all of such customers. Please come to our showroom.
Prestone introduced the 9 recipients of the Anak ng Mekaniko Scholarship Program during an event held at the Luxon Hotel in Quezon City. The 9 Anak ng Mekaniko scholars were selected through their submitted essays with the theme, quote, "I am proud anak ng mekaniko," unquote.
We are awarding our 9 deserving Anak ng Mekaniko scholars. So they were chosen all over the Philippines from about more than 40 entries, and there are 9 are chosen out of the entries all over the Philippines, and we are here to award these 9 deserving scholars. All of them have to be talaga ma-certify namin that they are certified anak ng mekaniko. Tapos they are also have to submit an essay. Naglalahad kung bakit sila dapat yung mapili na deserving na maging Prestone Scholar. We also have some judges who went through these essays and judged the parang content kung ano ba yung kabuluhan sa kanila ng pagiging Prestone Scholarship. Prestone has been a brand for 90 years. So sa siyam na dekada, siyam din na scholars yung gusto namin piliin. So 1 scholar for every decade of Prestone in the market. So 9 scholars for 90 years.
Our car of the week is next on Showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee. The arrival of the 2018 Mazda CX-5 in the market has caught the attention of many, mainly because it embodies the evolution of the company's Kodo Soul of Motion design. Learn more about it in this week's showcase. Watch this. The all-new Mazda CX-5 is powered by a 2.5L Skyactiv gas that produces 175 PS of power and 420 Newton meters of torque, which is paired with the Skyactiv Drive automatic transmission. This new model is also equipped with G-Vectoring Control, a system that's supposed to enhance chassis behavior, which is also part of the Skyactiv Dynamics. For its suspension, the 2018 CX-5 uses McPherson struts at the front with multi-link beam at the rear. Outside, the all-new CX-5 boasts Mazda's enhanced Kodo Soul of Motion design, which is bannered to give the model a sportier and more dynamic look. Compared to its predecessor, it boasts of a more distinguished grille and matching fog light frames, plus new front and rear full LED lights, and redesigned alloy wheels. Climbing inside the CX-5, one will notice the standard leather seats immediately. The electronic dual-zone air conditioners are also one of the treats in this model. Moreover, the CX-5 is equipped with reclining rear seats. But the highlight of the CX-5's interior is Mazda's new infotainment system, the MZD Connect. It works with a smartphone for hands-free and voice-activated connectivity system to apps, maps, social media, entertainment, SMS, and email. The touch screen is positioned within the driver's line of sight, which is multi-function control buttons located on the floor console and can be operated by feel so the driver's attention won't be diverted from the road. For added convenience, the CX-5 is equipped with a few more systems that are under the Skyactiv technologies. The iStop idle stop system. It automatically shuts off the engine when the car comes to a complete stop after braking. The CX-5 also now comes with adaptive LED headlamps with 12 split array, which improves visibility at night. Adding to the treat is the blind spot monitoring system that is mounted in the rear bumper to detect vehicles approaching from behind and the adjacent lane. The CX-5 also comes with lane departure warning and lane keep assist. Meanwhile, for safety and security, the CX-5 comes with 6 airbags and anti-lock braking system with electronic brake force distribution and brake assist. That was the 2018 Mazda CX-5, the newest model from Mazda that reflects the company's innovations in this week's showcase.
Drive worry-free with Prudential Guarantees Auto Insurance Program with a free 24-hour nationwide roadside assistance included with your comprehensive auto insurance. Rest assured, we'll take care of you and your car wherever you are. Prudential Guarantees Auto Insurance Program, 100% worry-free driving.
Rediscover an extraordinary world as it unfolds before your eyes with the all-new 7-seater diesel CR-V. See the extraordinary.
Think you're tough? Do you dare to go off-road or off-key? Do you use your great power with great control? With the new Isuzu D-Max, you're tough enough to be unstoppable. And you're tough enough to be right back. Isuzu D-Max, tough enough for anything.
When you sweat to be sweet and you clean car seat, It's love. When you try to look cool, but you look like a fool. It's love. It's love. It's love.
Show your love with the new features of the all-new Innova. Love the journey.
These are the Fuel Masters. Every time they're on the court, it's high performance. Every time I'm on the road, I can also expect high performance from Phoenix Fuels. We made it! The next generation Phoenix Fuels, now with Pulse technology, delivers enhanced power and acceleration to make every trip come alive.
On the final stretch of motoring today, we have our public service segment, courtesy of Honda Cars Philippines.
In our public service segment this week, we will be highlighting an unfixed drainage along the southbound area in EDSA Crossing. As you can see, nasa gitna ito ng mismong daan at walang tigil ang pag-agos ng tubig. Kapansing-pansin na nagdudulot ito ng perwisyo sa mga motorista, most especially to pedestrians who are crossing the street. At narito ang reaksyon ng ilang mga motorista ukol sa problemang ito.
Ayun, mahirap tumawid, tas medyo nakakaabala siya. Tas matagal na siyang di ba? Sana maayos nila agad as soon as possible kasi medyo nakakaabala siya talaga.
Ang inconvenient lang si madumi. Nabibigyan naman tayo ng budget kasi para ayusin yun. Pero yun nga, inconvenient din pag inaayos. So, yun, scheduling lang siguro.
We will be asking the proper authorities and the local government of Mandaluyong regarding this matter.
And that's the week that was in motoring. Thank you for joining us. Also, don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Until next week here on Motoring Today, now in its 31st year of continuing service to the general motoring public, with a lifelong commitment to promote road safety. I'm Butch Gamboa. Happy motoring.